It's boy Zappa King the Giant Robots, and welcome to another unboxing of weird things that I get because I don't know how to control how much space I have. But this is different. Once again, this is childhood. Also, kind of sentence transitions that. So, as the story goes, I grew up playing a particular board game, unfortunately completely by myself. And I've kept a hold of that exact same board game. I keep it over there on my shelf where there's just a perfect space to slide it in. And then, what was it? My first year on YouTube, I managed to find an NES-D report of the board game. It was interesting. It was pretty buggy, but it was playable. And so, at some juncture last year, about the time of my birthday, my roommate had noticed that there was a Kickstarter for a remake of Hero Quest. And since it was about the time of my birthday, he decided, hey, birthday? And lo, what actually came in this year, November 7th, on my birthday. Games from Hasbro. Toys. I'm going to have to put some graphics up on that because I didn't pay attention. We have the Hero Quest Mythic version. Now, what I don't remember is what all exactly this entails. I just know it was the super delicious, amazing, fantastic Boss Moron Deluxe Punch version. And immediately we are at box within a box. But how many boxes? Rotate the board. That's stupid. You put one box inside of another box that is only slightly larger just because you have brandings on it? Fuck off with that. It's wasteful. It's a good thing we recycle cardboard in this household, on this colony. And now we have another layer of cardboard. This is a spacer. Ooh. More spacers. I can accept spacers. That's for packaging purposes. And so here we have, in a different shaped box, which looks like it'll fit right in the original's position. Maybe just a bit bigger. I don't know. It keeps falling over on me. We have Hero Quest. Now, once again, this is a game I grew up in my childhood, and I believe what I had actually kind of belonged to my parents, but they didn't play board games. Or they meant to, but never actually fucking did. I know my dad briefly played D&D, or he had friends that played D&D, but anytime I was ever around that time or space, I not only didn't care, I guess we had gone after they were playing or before they were playing, or I was not allowed where they were playing because nobody was ever playing. Wow, this is a tight fucking fit. Ooh, there's a tray in here. What is in this tray? Ooh, that's nice. I like how all those fit right in there. That's juicy right there. I like that. You got your fucking Dark Knights over here. Your Gargoyles over here. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Different kind of oh no. Oh, well, it's soft? maybe? Or perhaps the Texas colony heat fucked it. This part is soft. There's still a little, there's some nub marks on there. Not upset with this. But you can see that this big axe is bent. And then here we are with the light that I was regretting because it's shoved right in my face. Let's shine this light on here. I'm not the best at lighting. I'm really kind of bad at it. I'm more personality than visual. But you can see the axe is bent. I'm not going to cry about that. I'm not a perfectionist. And I understand that things are difficult to manufacture. I'm going to appreciate the things that I have, the things that I get. I will complain about this that I just noticed. Why couldn't you design, like, okay, height-wise I can see why the barbarian's over here. I don't see a reason. The fucking height. This bothers me just on an aesthetic level. These sides look so nice over here. Oh no, this one's super bent. Now, fortunately, all of these sides are bent. I'm not going to boo-hoo too hard about it. Now, something that you can do is when it comes to plastic figures or like soft things, you could expose them to moderately hot, like just barely sub-boiling water, and kind of melt them, and then get them back in place, and then once you've got them kind of like in the position you want, you can shove it into some colder water and harden it back up. I haven't tried it. I've got another figure that I want to try that on. A second layer. What do we have in this one? I bet it's furniture. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. This looks so nice. We have all of our cards here in one stack. I'll look at that in a bit. So, from what I remember in the original, is that there were some... Ooh, it's got runner numbers. So, probably somewhere on some of these... Let me show you. I don't know what I'm doing an unboxing of a board game. Like, I should leave this to professionals. I'm just excited to have this. Oh, okay, here we go. I got it. I see it. I can see it. If I can get it out. I was wrong. Anyway, we have all of our furniture and decor, doors at the bottom. So up here in the middle are a bunch of rats and skulls that you can just kind of like place and accessorize on various pieces of furniture. Now, if everything's going to slip back into these spots, I can't imagine very many of them you would want to like glue into place. You could. There's a spot up here on this table. I'm afraid to tip it because I don't want it to fall out and fall over. Even though only this paperwork would fall. Only the paperwork would fall. Only the cards would fall. A real professional will probably take these out. I mean, I'm not like trying to preserve this or anything, but I know my nature and my timing is I'm not going to like really take this apart and disassemble it until I'm going to get to play it with somebody. like these bands with all the cards. Those are going to slide right the fuck off and right the fuck back on. And of course, these look so much like the original. Oh, yeah. Let me grab Monster Information cards. Just going to split this off over here and kind of show them right here. These are treasure cards. It's what you would draw if you like, I searched this room. Will you find something? And then over here we have the spell cards. You can see on the back that each spell is kind of like an elemental going on. Now in the original, these were a little more. There's Earth. There's the more humanoid one. I'm not showing this very well. I'm just excited to get into this, even though I'm probably doing a terrible job. Artifacts. It's like equipment cards are new. I guess these are for reference. So you're like, oh, what does it do? Okay, grab that card. Because the original had, like, akin to these here that go on top or over something. The part that went on top, and you have all of your pieces in the board, then you put this on top. It was actually your shop page. These for a reference of what you can do. Yeah, these are cool. And I don't remember there ever being monster cards back then, but that could be something that I might have lost, that I was not privy to. I'm just like, it's not giant robot stuff, but I'm still excited because this is like a remake of my childhood. My only lament is that I don't get to play anytime soon. But if people have gotten these, that means I can watch somebody else play. Such as, and these are just fucking exactly the same, except for the new Hasbro logo on the bottom. 2021 as opposed to like 91. Alright, so I'll slap this back together. And hey, if you're here watching my lame and super unprofessional unboxing of this board game because you Googled it, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming to my channel as some random ass man-child who doesn't know how to do an unboxing. And I hope you stick around for the things that I am good at. Oh, the board. The board feels bigger. Oh, it has to be bigger. Ooh, this, they reformatted. Oh no. Okay, it lines up. So here we have the board. Now this part at the bottom here, this piece used to come along one of these sides here, and it was just a simple fold, and it fit in the box. But this looks exactly the same. Like, I mean, you don't have to redo stuff. The stuff that was redone was the figures. And then here is your DM board. And here are a bunch of, the punch-out tiles. These will have to stick to the bottom of the box. And nothing under here. Alright, so that's cool. This is going to stay preserved for a hot minute because I am but a single player child with an inconsistent work schedule that would adore to play with the group. Them all, however, but I just don't have that group. I don't have that friend group. So this is what you get if you pre-ordered or if you did the Kickstarter, but my roommate went in for me, choking the deluxe version. Mythic contents includes more hero, or is this just regular mythic contents? 4 miniatures, 18 monsters, white combat dice, cards, character board, 3 quest books. Here, I didn't find the books. The books must be in here. But with addition, heroic content is additional 4, which means now either A, I'm dumb, and the books were over here mixed in with the DM screen, the warlock screen, the villain. Now I'm hoping. These are this is additional shit. This is additional shit. I am not familiar with this. Which means I would presume that using the same game board, one would probably slap this piece across a certain or a specific set of tiles, because here is the quest book for Square Who's Torment, Crypt of Perpetual Darkness, Prophecy of Talor. Where were the regular stuff? Here is additional stuff. We're going to cut into this. I think these are just additional hero figures. Not that the hero figures or the hero stats would be any different. I can't imagine they would be. This has got me like, oh, this is going to be stuff to listen to at work. Because there's a whole ass new collection. Oh yeah, there. Okay. Yo. Okay, so we have the other 4 heroes in the opposite gender. Which normally you get a male dwarf, a male barbarian, and the male elf wizard. But over here, you get the opposite gender, and then this one over here carrying the torch is for a very specific scenario that occurs. And okay, there's nothing under here. But then under here you've got other pieces for the other books and quests. Yo. This dragon don't look like he ain't fucking around. We've got other heroes over here as well. That's cool as fuck. Oh, I forgot to put these other. Well, that would mean that with this set, you could realistically play with 2 of the same class. You don't have to have one of each. Okay, let's see if I can't slide these off. An orc bard. A gnome warlock, okay. Druid, the big wizard, and then druid spells, more equipment cards, bard spells, hello. Yo, that's nifty. Which, I bet the books were buried over inside the bottom here. I'm gonna have to go back through it. That bothers me, because I didn't see them, and I refuse to believe that I am going to be that unlucky fuck. So here's... Okay, yeah, so this is the Mythic expansion, and then a Heroic expansion was even further, to go further beyond. Let me get back to this main box, because there's still more shit in this box. And I still continue to say I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I play video games. I play giant robot games. I don't know how to review a board game. I just want to show this off. Like, as a casual, because that's... People need that. People need to get the opinion of casual sometimes. Are any of the books in here? Found them. They were on the back side of all the tiles and shit. You go, the core rules, and the hero quest. And then on the back here, you have your regular. The elf is now a female. You got your barbarian, your dwarf, your elf, and a wizard. Because dwarf is a class. No self-respecting samurai would be a dwarf. That is a statement that I once misspoke. In the brief time that I got to play D&D, I saw in a manual a dwarf that was a samurai. And the statement I meant to joke about was no self-respecting dwarf would be a samurai. And I got it backwards, and it was funny, and we all had a good lull. No self-respecting samurai would be a dwarf. And then lastly, what was part of the original release way back in the 90s, what I remember the commercials actually showing were the 2 expansion packs. And I remember seeing them in stores a few times, but when I saw them in stores we didn't own the game, and I wanted to. Like, that looks cool, because naturally you market it towards children as a board game, but what you're really targeting is the parents of said children who already played D&D, or the parents of said children who played D&D and kind of want to get your kids into like D&D Light. You have a quest book here. More tiles. Well, this is cool because it's like busted something. It is busted. More wall pieces. Trap door. A special door. And then a bunch more monsters. And several more cards. We have equipment cards. Some more artifacts. And then, yeah, more monsters to go with the quest. Damn. Like, and one of the things I had started this video with is, as someone who would, like, I keep collecting shit, and I am rapidly running out of room to put this stuff. Like, I guess maybe it's just like an attachment to a phase in childhood that I never really got to have. Like, growing up, I didn't have a big sense of like permanence in my life because I was always having to move every year and a half, and you know, sometimes as you get stuff, you have to give up things because it's easier to pack, or you move into a smaller space. So it's like, oh, you don't have room for that. You've got too many toys. You have to give them away. So it's like, And so the last piece here is another book. More unique tile sets. And then more cards, which are just artifacts and equipment. I'm not going to go into that. Another really cool fucking door. And then what I didn't do with the other pack, I'll do this real quick, is... Now these seem to be in better condition. More undead. Hell yeah. So... Now, it's not giant robot stuff, so it's hard for me to be like super mega hype about it. I am excited. No, that's not within question. It's just a different kind and a different level of excitement that I don't exactly know how to like purvey and convey with words. But here's hoping that if you are here at my channel and you are interested in such thing, maybe one of these days I can find a way to play the game over Discord. I have cameras, I have tables. I could probably try to rig something up where people get to watch, you know, the other players get to watch, and it's like, move my unit here, move my guy there, and that kind of thing. I don't know. But if you're also here and, you know, this interests you, I hope you can find a version of yourself. Check for Hasbro toys. Maybe it's not just a Kickstarter only release, and maybe they just needed the Kickstarter to get the word out there, get enough like gauge interest, because that tends to be what Kickstarters are more for. Is while a company or a development studio might have the backing, you don't want to fund a project that nobody's interested in. So say if a company or whoever has money, it's like, I don't want to give you $500,000 for a game that's going to sell to 500 people. No, that's trash. So you go to Kickstarter and be like, hey, we had this contract we're not telling you about, and we need to raise X amount of dollars. We need to raise $250,000 as proof of interest, and if you give us this, you know, and then the rest of the way Kickstarter works is the more money you give in, the more incentives you get back to help fund and finance and get that project off the ground. But I'm just some nerd who plays video games. I thank y'all for watching me unbox a piece of my restored childhood. If you were interested in giant robots in any fashion and capacity, words are hard. Stick around. I play video games with giant robots, Super Robot Wars, and the like. I stream. I ramble. I don't know what I'm doing with the board game unboxing. But hey, if this gets 10 views, you know what? Click like. Just make me feel good that I put in a good effort. I tried, right? Stick around for more giant robot antics, video games, reviews, and more. And as always, good night, Space Noise.